So if you watch my video on how to cut an onion, you realize that we can learn a lot of really good techniques in the kitchen, especially knife skills, by using good old Play-Doh. So go down to Walmart today, buy some Play-Doh, come back and join me, and we're going to learn some basic skills on how to cut a carrot and even a cucumber using our good old Play-Doh. I've often said that knowledge is power in the kitchen. So this is part of my series on 50 tips and tricks every cook needs to know. This is a series that discusses and demonstrates simple concepts, methods, and techniques that anyone can master to take their cooking to the next level. Here I am, I have my Play-Doh. I'm gonna roll it out into a long cylinder here, similar to a cucumber or even a carrot. And we're going to learn a few things, the techniques that we need to know about cutting things that are long like this. So the first tip we need to know is the anchor method. So usually if I have something long like this that I have to cut, I'll cut it down into a manageable piece, probably cut it in half, so I can use the anchor. The thumb is the anchor. I'm going to put the thumb right there, and that's actually going to anchor the carrot or the cucumber or whatever cylindrical type of vegetable that I'm cutting. So I have an anchor. I have what's called the claw. I'll take my fingers, I'm going to turn them back into almost a claw position to where the tips of the fingers are tucked under, and the knife is going to run up and down right there on my finger. If I use this method, I promise you, you will never cut, or I'll never cut my fingers cutting vegetables. So I've got my anchor. I'll take my fingers, curl them back into a claw. That's running, those fingers are running straight up and down. Take my knife, and now I can run down those fingers. Using, keeping my claw or the anchor in place, I can run my claw backwards a little bit. Cut again, run it back again, cut again, run it back again, keep it equal, consistent pieces, run it again, and the piece that I'm cutting, the carrot, the cucumber, never moves because it's all anchored with one thumb. So let's do it again. We have the anchor, we have the claw, fingers are tucked back, the tips of the fingers are tucked back, and I'm using the sweet part of the knife, which is this back 1/3 of the knife. That's for heavier work. This is for finer work if we're doing something fine. So I'm going to cut it, move them back, cut, move back, cut, move back, cut, move back, cut, move back. And you'll get to where you can do that pretty fast. So learn how to use the anchor, learn how to use the claw. Do it with Play-Doh and you'll never go wrong. So let's take I'm going to take this old cucumber here and I'm going to practice with it. So I'm going to cut it down into manageable pieces, just like that. Put my anchor there. Do it like that if you want to. You'll learn to do that. Anchor again. See how easy that is? Or if you feel more comfortable doing this, it's perfectly fine. Just stay very consistent with your cutting. Keep your anchor in place. Keep your claw in place. And I promise you, you will never cut your finger using a knife. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked this video today on some basic knife skills. And be sure to like us, be sure to subscribe. Join me next week on All Things Food with John Woods.